Well, howdy folks, welcome to Mower Mike's, and I am super pumped up today as usual down here in the shop, but this time I have a legit reason, because if you've been following me, you know I'm over 200 videos into this journey, and I've probably got 100 videos fixing old carburetors, but never fuel injection. And now I've got my hands on a fuel injected motor, which is pretty freaking awesome. What we're looking at here is a Kohler 38 horse fuel injected engine on a Bandit SG40 stump grinder. And what I'm going to show you today is how to remove and reinstall the fuel injectors. It is totally different than screwing with carburetors. Now, just to be clear, this video is just going to be taking them off and putting them on. I've got a whole separate video using the Mr. Car Tool $250 fuel injecting cleaning tool off Amazon, which was a hoot to do. We throw a little grain alcohol in there. I actually got drunk on TV, so that was a first too. So with that, let's go ahead. We're going to zoom into this motor. I'm going to talk you through the fuel injection system itself, and then we're going to pop these things off and see if I can figure it out. Stay with me. First step I'm going to show you is just an overview of the fuel system on this Kohler pig of a motor here. So, all right, so we've got the fuel tank back there, runs up through a fuel filter, comes up here, comes to the valve cover. This here is actually a fuel pump that runs off valve lift. So you've got fuel pump number one, comes out here, comes back down, back through here, to a high pressure fuel pump. So this thing has two fuel pumps. I think that first mechanical one just primes this fuel pump to get her juiced up. This one has a little float, a little electrical fuel pump, and then it pressures high pressure fuel up through regular fuel lines to the fuel injectors. You've got one hidden right down there, held on by this clip. Another one right here, which you can see really, really good, because you have to know that fuel injection systems requires high pressure, and just a carburetor doesn't work. So next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and loosen this thing up and see if I can pull one of these out. Let's see if I can remove this fuel injector. It has this little clip, this little screw right here. And I do want to clarify, I have never done this before. I've removed fuel injectors off of cars, but never a small engine like this. Now, typically on a car engine, you're going to have a hard fuel rail that's going to hook to all the fuel injectors. It'll be like a spider scenario. And the fuel lines, they're typically very highly pressurized. So on a car, there should be a depressurized little nipple thing that you can drain some of the pressure off. But on this rig, I didn't see one. So I have no idea if there is one or not. So I'm kind of sure we're going to make a mess here. All right, come on out. That is a corroded screw. Now, I have run this motor, and it has about 500 hours on it, and I bought it at auction, and it's been in a rental fleet. And it just runs kind of rough, you know? It just needs a little bit of help. So we've got that off, and it looks like, to me, it looks like this little clippy here is going to slide off. I hope. Try to wedge that sucker in there. Gosh dang it. I think I need to rotate said clip around. There we go. I just had that clip rotated the wrong way on there. So if I can go ahead and, there we go. Just takes a little perseverance, as we say. All right, so now we've got that clip off. Let's see here. Okay, as you see right there, this guy popped off the tip. Wow, this thing is really dirty, folks. And we actually don't have a whole bunch of fuel flying everywhere. And what's good about the fuel injection service, typically they're going to put a new O-ring on there. And look at that. All right, we got one fuel injector out. Let's see what it looks like. I'm going to get my China shirt over here. So it doesn't look like much. All right, I know some of y'all are like, whoa there, Mike. You covered the easy one to remove that has very, very easy access. But when you look at the other side, you see the fuel injector down here, it is absolutely covered with this very complex throttle cable pulley spring situation. See, it ties back into here, and we're gonna have to do something to get access. And see, there's not really much room right there to get that screw out. So what I've done, if you follow this thing around, it's got a couple of bolts that hold it there, and then it's got one back here that holds it down. I removed those, but this same metal bracket goes all the way around and down here, and there is one more bolt buried beneath all these wires. But what I'm thinking is I've removed enough so you can see you can get a little bit of a movement back. So maybe if I'm lucky, we can just shove this metal piece back. I know this is not the correct way to do it, but let's see if we can get a, hang on. Hang on. All right, if that doesn't work, let's get the DeWalt Mini Impact, a better tool for the job. Let's see if we can shove this thing. Hopefully I don't bend too much, but I'm thinking if I do, it'll just bend back, right? All right, look at that. She popped that screw off. And what I'll do next is just the same process as the other side. It's just a little more cramped, so we're gonna push that little clippy back and then pop this other fuel injector out. All right, what we're gonna do next, we're going to reinstall our super clean new injectors. Now, one thing you may wanna do is put a little lube on your O-rings, because a lot of times these O-rings are dried out, and using that pure grain alcohol can expand rubber. So I'm just gonna put, what do we got here? We got just whatever lube you got. I got Max Tough World Purple engine assembly lube, but really anything will work. So we're just gonna put a little lube around those O-rings and then just slide her down in there. It's gonna be a little tight. Make sure that O-ring doesn't fold upon itself. You can see that's why we're doing the lubrication. All right, we're gonna show you the shot of it going in. As you can see right there, we've got it lubed up, and there it goes. Just make sure not to force it, because you don't want that O-ring folding upon itself and pushing out. And then we just go ahead and push that guy down in there. You can see we got a good seal. And then, don't forget your little clippy. It's gonna go on one side or the other of this thing. Don't remember which way it went, but yeah, that little clippy goes there with that ledge underneath it. Somehow or another. So yeah, you're just gonna put that clip on and then put your screw in there. And I think you can figure it out from there. I am tired of filming, so I wanna go ahead and go to the shot of us lighting this sucker up and seeing how she runs. So stay with me. Okay, I did not want to leave y'all hanging. I have been wrestling with this little clip. What I found is that if you turn the actual fuel injector, you can turn it where that clip will slide on easier. And as you can see right there, it slides on, it locks in. And then once you have it turned like that and have it actually clipped in, then you can move it to the direction you want it, because you got to have it outside a little bit and then just ease it back in the hole. Whatever you do, don't force it. Don't bend anything you shouldn't. So once it's on there like so, push it in, then go ahead and bolt it down and snug it up, and you should be good to go. All right, still easier in the carburetor, I'll tell you that much. Let's light her up. All right, gas up. Come on. There we go. Oh, babe. She's a little cold. There we go. Come on. Nice! I am dangerous with this pig. Whoa. Look at that thing. Look at that. I tell you what, here at Mower Mike Studios, we are just getting started with this machine. I'm gonna do some more videos showing you how this thing works. Now, side note, if anybody who knows me actually wants their fuel injectors cleaned, please bring them over to the shop. Just make sure to bring your own grain alcohol and we will have ourselves a good old time. So that Mower Mike's out. We're going to keep playing with this thing. See you next time.